Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. I don't know about y'all, but I am obsessed with testing out new lip treatments and butters and balms and oils and glosses and okay, I'm getting carried away. I love lip products. Most of you know that by now. So today I thought it would be fun to rank my lip treatment category from my least favorite to my most favorite and rate all of them across different categories like feel, finish, and lasting power. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. First up is the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Lip Therapy. This has a lot of really nice nourishing and calming ingredients for your lips like jojoba seed oil, shea butter, grapeseed oil, colloidal oatmeal, hyaluronic acid, allantoin, squalane, and soybean oil. I feel like I have to mention the smell of all of these products because for me personally, that really makes or breaks if I'm going to like a lip product. And this does smell very, very minty. I just don't love minty smelling lip products. If it has just like a tiny bit of it and it doesn't linger, that's something that I'm fine with, but this is pretty potent and I just don't like it. I feel like mint is for in your mouth, not on it. But anyway, out of all the lip treatments that I have in this video, this is definitely on the slightly thicker end of things. I wouldn't say it's as thick as something like Pure Petrolatum, but it's up there. It's not super lightweight. And I'm typically a fan of thicker lip products, but the issue with this is that it does feel a tiny bit grainy on the lips. It's not something that feels scratchy. It doesn't feel like a lip exfoliant, but if you're really particular about the way lip products feel on your lips, then that's definitely something that I wanted to note because it does bother me. And this is one of those lip treatments that really sinks into the lips without leaving any sort of a glossy finish. So I wanted to make sure to mention that as well because I know that some people want something that looks really glossy, others are strictly looking to condition the lips. They don't want any sort of glossy sheen, so this does not really give you that. Obviously, none of these are gonna look like they're dry on your lips, but just like a normal sheen. And this one just doesn't last a super long time on my lips, so because of that and the fact that it has a minty smell that I don't love and has a little bit of a grainy feel and is definitely pretty tingly on the lips, which is not something that I'm obsessed with in a lip treatment either, this gets last place for me and is definitely not one that I think is worth a purchase, but wanted to include it in this video because it's part of my collection. You guys know I'm testing out new products all the time. So I get new things, buy them, get them in PR. I can't remember if I got this in PR or if I bought it. I'll find out and put an asterisk in the description box below if it was sent to me in PR. But anyway, I'm constantly acquiring new products one way or another and have a growing collection that then shrinks and grows, and you guys get it. So this is the last time that this will be part of my lip treatment collection, but that doesn't mean that it's not going to be a good fit for you because again, it does have some really amazing ingredients, and I was reading through reviews and did see some really good reviews about how this helped to repair people's really irritated cracked lips. So maybe it's something that you could just use underneath something that does last longer and has a little bit of a nicer feel. Moving on. Next is the Paula's Choice Hyaluronic Acid and Peptide Lip Booster. This is almost completely gone. This contains hyaluronic acid, peptides, and squalane, and this one smells like oil to me. Like, you know how hemp oil and olive oil have really distinct oily smells, like obviously because they're oil. This smells like that to me, which I do not love either. This is definitely the most liquidy, lightest weight option in this video, so if you prefer lighter weight lip treatments, then this will definitely be one to look into, and no issues here with texture. It feels really nice on the lips. This definitely gives you a nice glossy sheen on the lips. It's not the most intense in this video, but it does definitely juice up your lips, which I personally love. However, it just doesn't last super long on my lips either, so I couldn't rank it higher than second to last because of that, even though I do really enjoy applying this because it has, oh god, a hair on it, a metal tip applicator, and I love metal tip applicators for application on my lips or under my eyes or really anywhere on my face because of the nice cooling sensation that it has. So I wish all of these products had metal tip applicators. If this was a little bit thicker and lasted longer, I feel like it would be perfect if it didn't smell like oil. Next is the Nudestix Hydrapeptide Lip Butter. This has shea butter, avocado butter, and peptides in it, and also, unfortunately for me, has a minty smell. It's a nicer mint than the First Aid Beauty Lip Butter though. It's like a sweet mint, so it's something that I'm more okay with than the First Aid Beauty one. And this one also does make my lips tingle. Am I the only one who feels that way? Because there's so many minty lip products. I'm sure a lot of people really love that, but let me know in the comments below if you're not into that either. This definitely has a bit of a thicker consistency, especially compared to something like Paula's Choice. It just coats the lips a little bit more, and it is something that feels just a tiny bit tacky the longer that you wear it. It's not something that I apply and I'm like, oh gosh, this feels sticky, I don't like it. I still enjoy the way that it feels, but just know if that's something that you cannot tolerate at all, like any sort of slight stickiness, then this will not be for you. But what I do really love about this is how glossy it is on the lips. I feel like it just gives you this ultra glossy shine. So even though it doesn't last super long either, it does last longer than Paula's Choice and First Aid Beauty, but not a super long time, kind of like more in the middle. So even though it's not the longest lasting, it is still one that I reach for because I love how it initially applies and I love that really glossy finish. Then we have the Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm. This contains shea butter, murumuru seed butter, and hyaluronic acid, and this one smells amazing. It has just a really, really light vanilla scent. Oh my gosh, I love it. And this is another that kind of falls in the middle. It's not as lightweight as Paula's Choice, but it's not super, super thick. It's kind of just like a melty balm in the way that the Nudestix treatment is, but it's just a tiny, tiny bit thicker. This does give you a little bit of a glossy sheen on the lips, but it's not as intense as Nudestix. So if that's a bit too much for you and you want something a little bit more toned down, then I think that you would really enjoy this. Also not something that lasts forever for me. Honestly, none of these last a super long time except for my favorite option, which I will talk about last, but definitely something that I really enjoy applying. It feels super nice. I love the smell. It leaves my lips feeling nice and soft. It's really, really good. Second to last is the Rhode Skin Peptide Lip Treatment. This one has shea butter, peptides, cupachu butter, and babasu oil in it, and you actually do get 3 different options for scents / flavors. So I think this one, yeah, this is the unscented one, but they do also have watermelon and salted caramel. I didn't love the watermelon. I felt like it was just too sugary and sweet, but I love the salted caramel, so that would be my top recommendation. I also purchased the limited edition birthday cake scent that they had. That is the absolute best one. It is so delicious. They need to make that permanent. It's so, so good. But since you can't buy that, I would recommend salted caramel. This one's definitely a little bit thicker than Paula's Choice, but not quite as thick as Nudestix. So it's kind of in between there, which I think makes it perfect to wear on top of lipstick. If you put a really, really thick occlusive balm on top of lipstick, I feel like that can make the lipstick fade quickly and get messy. This is perfect for that because it's lightweight enough, but still conditioning enough to act as a lip treatment and not just a gloss. And this one definitely does last longer for me than all of the other lip treatments that we've talked about in this video, but not nearly as long as my favorite option. And really the reason why none of these last a super long time on me is just because they're not occlusive enough and they're not as occlusive as my favorite option. For me personally, when it comes to a lip treatment actually leaving my lips feeling moisturized for as long as possible, it needs to have a thick occlusive texture, otherwise it just doesn't last. But again, there's a time and place for everything, because while a really thick occlusive balmy product works great for me during the day when I'm just working from home, that's again not something I want to put on top of lipstick and, you know, like go out and about in with a full face of makeup. So that is where these lighter weight lip treatments come into play and are perfect. Second to last is the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. In this one, you'll find shea butter, murumuru seed butter, coconut oil, pomegranate juice, raspberry juice, and grape juice. Laneige does have several different scent / flavor options like berry, sweet candy, gummy bear. They have a chocolate one that's available at this time of year. I should actually pick that up. That sounds divine. But my favorite out of all of those other options, aside from chocolate, because I haven't tried that, is vanilla. Oh my gosh, this is the exact kind of scent that I want on my lips at all times. So good. And now we're finally stepping into the thicker lip treatment options. This is definitely the thickest out of all of these, which is why it is in a tub like this. You definitely couldn't put this in a squeezy tube. I can't stop smelling it. In terms of the lip treatment that feels the nicest to apply and the most luxurious, Laneige definitely wins by far. It is so, so nice. If you have never tried it, there's a reason why it's so hyped up. It just feels like luxury. It is so soft and silky. It's a little bit melty, which just feels so amazing. It Oh my gosh, it's so good. And does actually give a nice amount of a glossy sheen. This will be perfect for those of you that don't want something that looks like a straight up lip gloss, but gives you a little bit more life to your lips than something like First Aid Beauty. But the reason why I can't give it first place is because it doesn't last super long on my lips either, because it's just not quite thick enough. When you apply this, I actually want to put some of this on right now. Oh my gosh. You will see that again, it's not super occlusive and it kind of does like melt down as you rub it into something that feels a little bit more like those other treatments. Obviously it still is a thicker option, but not one that lasts forever on my lips like this one right here. Of course, my favorite lip treatment is one that I have ranted and raved about so many times before on my channel. It is the Vaseline Lip Therapy. This is a super basic product in terms of ingredients. It has petrolatum and cacao seed butter in it. This smells like not quite chocolate. It's like the lightest chocolate / vanilla scent mixed together. Also smells very good. And this is definitely the thickest, most occlusive option in this video. So unlike the Laneige balm, it does not get like melty and a little bit more liquidy on the lips, kind of maintains that thicker texture, which is why this lasts forever on my lips. This one doesn't really give me any sort of a glossy finish, nothing like the Laneige option does. So again, that's why I really just wear this when I'm like in my apartment, hanging out with friends or family. We're not going out anywhere, for the purpose of conditioning my lips and having it last hours. And I know I've said this before, but in case you are new here, this is not the same thing as just straight up Vaseline, specifically Vaseline Lip Therapy. It has a different texture than regular Vaseline. It's thicker, it's more occlusive, which is why it's the best ever. I seriously have tried so many lip treatments, other ones aside from these. I have used the CeraVe lip healing ointment, the Cetaphil healing ointment, so many ointmenty balms like that, Nexus, whatever. Name a lip treatment, I have tried it. There is nothing that this does not beat. My sister was over the other day and she's like, you should rhinestone one of these because this is like your thing. This is what you're known for. You always have this. And I do, she's right. All right, you guys, that is it for today's video. Those are all the lip treatments that I own right now. If there are others that you feel like I need to try out and review in future videos, let me know that in the comments below. Otherwise, if you are interested in picking any of these up, let me know which one that is. I'm curious, which kind of texture is your favorite kind of feel on the lips? What do you look for in a lip treatment? Do you like something lighter weight? Do you like something thicker? Let me know. But other than that, if you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, click on that notification bell, and send my channel to a friend. Thank you so much for doing those things. Thank you for watching my videos. I love the freaking heck out of you guys. Make sure to stay tuned for my next one because that will be up in a few days. But until then, I hope you have a great few days. Elsie says bye too. Any last words, Elsie? Okay.